Nous poursuivons ce voyage en terre des possibles le long de la côte sud-africaine, à Muizenberg, une ville réputée pour ses spots de surf. Pendant le régime de l'apartheid, la longue plage de cette station balnéaire était un espace interdit aux gens de couleur. Désormais, elle est un endroit où des jeunes issus des townships environnants s'engagent et deviennent acteurs du changement. Pour Sino et Bouja, dont le passé a été marqué par des épreuves, le surf est avant tout un moyen pour que chacun puisse se réaliser.
I said, ooh, it's cold in here. There must be some rain in the atmosphere. I said, ooh, it's cold in here. There must be some rain in the atmosphere. I said, ice, ice, ice. Too cold, too cold, too cold.
The thing that makes me come back here every day, every single time, is because of the ocean. Without the water, I don't know maybe what I would be doing. I lost a lot of people in my life. So those guys are the one that keeps me going, to be honest.
Leur histoire incarne le potentiel transformateur du sport. Pour agir sur la résilience et développer les compétences de vie dont nous avons tous besoin.
This is my father's place. It's my father's house. This is where I grew up with, and that was my room. This was the room that I was using, and my father was using this one. Where Buya? Yeah. Buya con? Yeah.
Ngambona into angazange wayibona. Uyabo?
So Masiphumelele is one of the many townships in South Africa. It's quite a small population. They estimate around 60,000. There's only one primary school and one high school. Education-wise, the classes are very full, sometimes up to 60 children in a class. They're under-resourced, so often the children go to school every day, but don't always get the attention that they need on an individual level. But there are many social challenges within the community that make life very challenging for a young person growing up. It's poverty, hunger, domestic violence, parents leaving for work very early before they leave for school, parents not home in the evening, crime, violence, many social challenges. They're dealing with constant repetitive stress. They're going back into that trauma and stress every day, and it builds up in their bodies, creating something called toxic stress.
We want to make mental health care more accessible and more fun for children living in quite volatile environments. So what Ways for Change does is we run 10-month therapy courses for children. So if you're a child who has been identified by a teacher as having a mental health challenge, or a nurse at a hospital is having a challenge, we will provide that child with a 10-month surf therapy course. And each course involves learning to surf and being taught very specific self-regulation skills by a coach that we train.
Sinovuyo, one of our coaches at Muizenberg site, I've known her since she was 5. I used to run a children's home in Masiphumelele, where Sinovuyo's from.
I was 3 months old where I came to the home Ukisa, where my parents dropped me off because they couldn't fully take care of me. I've been living here at Ukisa for 17 years. It's a place where I felt at home.
This is our house where, we're so excited to come up to, because first we started in the little one's house,
and you're like, you're still a little child. And then when you come here, you feel all grown up because it's a bigger one's house. To go to school, like they threw me over on the first day, and then I just joined the preschool because they work together, the Kisa and the preschool. So yeah, memories.
A normal session on the day kicks off with the kids arriving at the beach. As soon as the coaches are on the beach, they usually start off with an energizer just to break the ice, to make the participants feel more comfortable, as well as the coaches to make them feel comfortable as well.
And they can feel that energy. So for me doing that, I'm feeding off my energy to the kids.
Asera puma tika pum. Asera puma tika pum. Asera puma tika pum. Asera puma tika pum. Asera puma tika laka pum. Asera puma tika laka pum. Aha. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Aha. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Asera puma tika pum. Asera puma tika pum. Asera puma tika pum. Asera puma tika pum. Asera puma tika laka pum. Asera puma tika laka pum. Aha. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna split you into how many groups? Coach Shanila, coach number 1, Faye, coach number 2.
And when that ice is broken, they then come from a high energy level. The coaches bring them down low with a quick take 5, which is a breathing exercise.
We do with the kids to check in if they're feeling okay, if they had anything up in their mind or something that's bothering them, so that we can know what are we dealing with today, what kind of behaviors that we're dealing with the kids today.
You're gonna ask how everybody's feeling, and you're gonna use an animal to describe how you're feeling, and you're gonna make a sound of that animal.
I feel like a chicken, boss.
Like a chicken. And sound of a chicken.
Back, X.
Hyena. Yeah.
And how are you feeling?
If Edward's saying that he's not feeling comfortable, we have to encourage Edward to finish up that goal, because we are the supporters of Edward. Oh, Sisonge Simunye, it means one for all and all for one. That's what it means.
It is where the coaches communicate with the participants on what they can expect in today's session, why today's session is important, and how they're going to do today's session.
Go in.
One of the most important lessons in our curriculum is called immersion. How immersion is practiced on the beach is the kids line up. After every certain amount of steps that we take together, it's important that we check in with our fellow peers on either side of us, checking in with one another. They building trust. They also further build on strong connections. It's also just to create a safe space for the participants.
Like tar, sweet darling. Oh, oh,
oh. This week I'm cooking vegetable stew and rice. It's so important for the kids to have something to eat after surfing, just to have energy and to have good nutrients, so it gives them strength and they freshens the brain. Yeah. Monday is going to be different.
Now another one is empty. The one in the back, it's empty.
Come to Masiphumelele, guys. We live ekhaya, our home, our territory.
So.
Yeah.
Sorry, they say be yourself. Every day. I'm the side of
Right.
Yes, Bucha! Got a champion on my side, man!
The role of the therapist or the coach or the mentor is everything. So if you don't relate to the coach, if you're not attached to the coach, they can try and teach you anything, you won't learn it. So everything in this intervention circles around the coach. And you'll notice any coach that we employ at Ways for Change has to be relatable to the people that we work with. So they're always young, from the communities that we work with. They speak the same language, they have the same life experiences, but the coach is everything.
The thing that I would say, is that as a coach, we are the role models. There are a lot of people that are looking up to you.
The role as a coach, what it makes me feel, it's a lot of emotions involved. We make that safe space for them, but in a way, they also make that space for me. That space where I can also put out my inner child. A child where maybe I didn't experience, maybe when I was younger, maybe from past traumas or anything. So for me, it's a very important role as to, I play a role in their life, but they also play a huge role in my life.
The Masi kids are outside. Ocean View is changing. So we just need to get ready now, okay?
Oh, no, you can't. Maybe go under and then over.
There's one thing that always comes to mind. Participants see, participants do. And for them to see how well the coaches have changed since they joined Ways for Change, that just makes the participants want to also change and be better.
And we see as children learn to manage their stress more, manage their feelings more, they look for more positive ways to, self-regulate. So less drug use, less gang membership. We see big behaviour outcomes at school. Teachers say that the kids that come to Ways for Change are easier to manage, easier to teach. So a lot of it just comes back to that attachment to the coach, gaining confidence by surfing, really, really simple things, but it has a big, profound effect on the lives of these kids.
My role here, it's not only to oversee and supervise and manage, but also is to mentor, is to coach and develop young leaders. And Buja is one young leader that I believe that he would take over this site and run this site. And I'm working to move out of the way so that he takes over.
Buja would have been with us, I think, when he was about 11 or 12, but then on graduating 13, 14, 15, 16, he would have come to our weekend surf club, and then he comes back to the organisation as a coach. So I'd say about 50% of our coaches have the same story, which means now we've got an organisation that's been led by kids who used to be beneficiaries of it.
I would say sports is such an important thing. Sports has helped me in many ways, emotionally, physically, and mentally. Sports is so powerful. It brings people together. It makes people happy. It's a way of building a whole new community.
I will rise up. I will not fall. I will stand up. I will not fall. I will stay strong. I'm never giving up faith. I will go on. Go all the way. This will be the day.
We cannot win the battle around social issues if we work in isolation, if we work in our little corners. And I think there comes a time where we need to collaborate more, and everyone has to have their hands on deck. And I think once we come together as civil society and just ordinary citizens, I think we'll be able to defeat all the social issues that we are currently facing in our communities.